DA, it's all yours.
Thanks, Kevin. Last season, Stephen.
Yeah, pretty unanimous, David. You're right. Thank you. Here we go. And the Warriors start out with the ball. Now Golden State's starting five. The core of this team all out there. Curry and Thompson in the backcourt with Green at the 4. Wiggins is out there with Looney. Now here's Thompson. It's stolen by Dort. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes it to Dort. One thing's for sure tonight, Doris, there'll be no lack of effort from either side. That comes across in their rebounding numbers and going for those 50-50 balls.
These are two teams that take a tremendous amount of pride in their work habits. They have a requirement to get on the floor if there's a loose ball. They're willing to crash the boards on every possession. Neither team wants to be outworked. Well, really nice delivery from Andrew Wiggins. We know he's a gifted scorer, but that will really smooth out his game.
Outside, Dort. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the pass to Giddey. 4 on the clock. Curry brings the double. Williams trying to break free. Giddey, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
From the arc. Curry wide open. Sinks the three-pointer.
Stephen Curry's three-point shooting has literally changed the game and inspired a new generation of shooters.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. And here is Giddey. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Thompson. Curry passes to Green. Outside for Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Assisted by
Curry's got 5 now.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Wiggins kicks to Curry. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Curry. Out to Thompson for 3. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Dort on the wing. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Doris, in your opinion, how does Luke Dort stack up with the best undrafted players in the league?
Well, I think, Kevin, when you think undrafted, the first guys that come to mind are Fred VanVleet, who's now an NBA champion, Christian Wood, Seth Curry, who's proven to be such a capable shooter. Those 3 are clearly, to me, the best undrafted players that come immediately to mind. But Luke Dort, I'll tell you, has carved out one heck of a career. This guy is a lockdown defender, and he can now make open threes. Well, there's a level of aggressiveness that you must contend with Gilgeous-Alexander on the offensive end. You love to see him force the issue. An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Now here's Curry. 5 points in the game. Kicks to Wiggins. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Here's Dort. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Good on the triple.
Boy, this guy's confidence from the outside is growing and growing. Gilgeous-Alexander with the three-point shot.
Curry passes to Looney. He kicks to Thompson. From downtown, out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. "26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. That shot wide open. Gilgeous-Alexander's got it back down to within single digits for the Thunder. Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Curry passes to Green. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Well, make no mistake, Draymond Green will bully you on the interior if you allow it. You've got to make sure he doesn't force the issue.
Draymond Green, 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Green. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. It could go. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Lou Dort out there with Williams. Then there's Holmgren. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Giddey in at the 2. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Outside, Dort. There's the dish to Williams. There's the triple. The Warriors pull it in. Curry from deep three-point land. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins. Curry's got 10 points in the game. Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Giddey. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Outside, Dort. Jacks up a 3. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And as good as Draymond Green has been on the floor, this guy will be an all-time broadcaster, already a popular podcast. Great TV studio appearances as well.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside, Holmgren. And again, unable to change momentum here. And Draymond Green, the next broadcasting star. You've watched his work. Why is that?
And Kevin, I think his basketball IQ is incredible. And we see that when he plays, but he can also vocalize it to the audience. And of course, Draymond is not afraid to say what he thinks.
And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Wiggins finds Green, and it's blocked. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And first time of the game called for Oklahoma City. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Giddey has been attracting admirers, including LeBron James. King said he's really, really good. He has a great pace about the game. Great vision. Josh is one of those kids who can definitely see the game a lot quicker than most guys out on the floor. He's showing it. He's just been playing beautiful basketball. Kevin, that's high praise.
It is. Both amazing passers. David, thank you.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's picked off. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Thompson. Wiggins kicks to Green. Curry looking it over. Lets it go from deep. Curry with another miss. Thunder trailing by 18. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Holmgren gets the bucket. Evaluating recent attempts, Doris, to create super teams. They haven't quite worked out as planned, have they?
What we understand now is the game isn't played on paper. So many things go into winning. Chemistry, health, and if you risk your future trying to put together a super team with no consideration for what comes next, that can be problematic.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Nailed from three-point land.
Boy, the young fella knocking down the three to answer on the other end. Wow, go ahead, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Back to Curry. He dishes it to Thompson. Releases. Dort grabs the miss.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Down low, Curry with the steal. Wiggins with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander.
How easy is it to appreciate the intensity with which Draymond Green plays? Go ahead with power, sir.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Giddey. Pass to Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the middle. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Green taking his time here. Thompson for 3. That one doesn't go. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. The Warriors on top. Okay, David, much appreciated.
30.
After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Jonathan Kuminga. Jordan Poole is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Gary Payton II. And it's Green in at the center, filling out the middle. No luck that time either. Warriors leading by 18. DiVincenzo with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Now DiVincenzo. Poole with no one around. A three-pointer is right on target. Poole's got the first field goal of the second half for the Warriors. Here's Mann, guarded by Poole. Pass to Joe. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. The Thunder shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Mann passes to Wiggins. Out to the right wing. Mann gets the bucket.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's Payton. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Here's Mann, guarded by Poole. Wiggins from outside. Mann passes to Williams. Here's Joe. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's DiVincenzo. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And the pass to DiVincenzo. Three-pointer. Sinks the triple. DiVincenzo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Man passes to Joe.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
First personal foul.
And so Peyton will bring it up for the Warriors. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Poole. The steal. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Joe, good.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
We call that one the do-it-yourself kit.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Poole. Passes it to Kuminga. Out to Peyton. There's the three. And another three for Golden State.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Robinson Earl, no good. Warriors leading by 21. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, GA?
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. They'll hit those all day long. David, thank you.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Outside, Peyton. The pass to Kuminga. Fires the three. The Thunder pull it in. 56 seconds left in the third. That one goes. Count it.
Boy, doesn't get any easier than that. What a size advantage, and just goes to work.
Pass to Kuminga. It's DiVincenzo, top of the key. Poole kicks to Kuminga. The kick out to Poole. The three ball. Again, the miss by Poole. Thunder trailing by 21. Puts the move on. It's rebounded by Kuminga.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Green against Wiggins. And easy 2 points on the layup. Wiggins has got his first points in this one.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
And here's Poole for three. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Warriors lead by 19. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. They've got Josh Giddey. Williams is out there with Lou Dort. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Giddey, no good. Warriors leading by 22. And Thompson puts up a deep three. Offensive rebound. Wiggins kicks to Thompson. Over Giddey. And Holmgren pulls it down.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Pass to Dort. Here's Giddey. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pulls up. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Well, pick and roll play for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really starting to come along.
Passes it to Wiggins. On the wing, Thompson. Tries the spin move over Giddey. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Fires for three. Trains the three-pointer.
Well, increasing consistency from range. This is one of the things Andrew Wiggins is working on.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. To the paint. Here's Green. And Holmgren pulls it down.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
The Thunder with another miss. Warriors leading by 23. Outside Curry. Thompson against Giddey. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Here's Williams, and it's slammed in by Williams.
Well, the passing ability on display for SGA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander getting it done.
On the wing, Thompson. Over Giddey. And the foul called on Kevon Looney. That's foul number 2 for him. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Thunder trailing by 21. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander hits the three-point bomb.
Because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has an array of moves, this guy can get going offensively. He's starting to cook a little bit.
Thompson outside. Trying to find Curry. He's got it now. The three. Thunder with the rebound. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort wide open. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Dort's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Warriors.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Stephen Curry.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Giddey.
Golden State ball.
There's a minute left here in the fourth quarter. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter.
Hey, right here.
Curry way outside. From deep three-point range. Curry with another miss.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. From deep, the offensive rebound. Outside for Curry. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Again, Curry missing. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep three-point range. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. Then.
We've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooters league is what you see most of now.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Moving or shooting, Gilgeous-Alexander has such precision, able to quickly lock in his shot.
Left side, Conley. Pass to Edwards. Back to Conley. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Dort grabs the miss.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
And when Dort's out there, Grant, he really gives this team a physical presence.
Oh, I like this guy, B.A. I mean, very strong, very aggressive at both ends. He makes a lot of hustle plays. Seems like every successful team has 1 or 2 of those guys like him.
And the basket by Towns.
You know, this is exactly why they give the ball to Towns down there. I mean, his combination of size, agility, and shot repertoire makes him hard to deal with.
Now here's Giddey. Pass to Šarić. Throws it up high. Clock at 4. Williams with it. Second chance shot. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
Now McDaniels. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Edwards for 3. Dort grabs the miss. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Šarić. Launches a 3. Oklahoma City the rebound. To the paint. Dort against McDaniels. Outside Giddey. Second shot opportunity. In his rookie season, Grant, Giddey opened up a lot of eyes, certainly with his playmaking, but also with his rebound.
Oh, B.A., he averaged almost 8 boards a game, playing around 30 minutes a night. His toughness and willingness to mix it up inside have been a welcome addition to this team.
To the wing on the left. Here's Towns. Pass to Gobert. It's stolen by Šarić. Down low. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. And so it's Minnesota with it. It's a 5-point game. Outside Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. Dort defending. Back to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
This is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
And here's Giddey. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. McDaniels passes to Towns. Back to Daniels. Pass to Edwards. Gobert with it. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Edwards against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Giddey. Williams with the screen. Giddey's got space. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
Basket's good.
Excellent job by Towns to stick with it. He didn't let the defender get to him there.
51 seconds left in the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander against McDaniels. And Sharage throws it down.
You know, in close, he's capable of hammering it down, and that's why you got to keep Sharage away from the basket.
Outside Edwards. Lets it go from deep. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. Towns for three. He drops it from range. Towns has got 7 points.
How many 6'11" guys in this league can do that? Towns is a unicorn. Awesome ability to catch and let it fly.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, and if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
They've got Dario Saric, Josh Giddey out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Lou Dort, and it's Williams in at the powered forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Dort outside. Pass to Williams. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Edwards with it, and it's Dort picking him up. Here's McDaniels. That one a little long.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out. You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Towns. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Gobert passes to Towns. Soft touch off the glass. 9 points in the game. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, one of the deadliest drivers in the league. Coach Nick Nurse of the Raptors said, quote, his first step is unbelievable. It's hard for anybody to keep him in front of him, and once he blows by you, he can slow down, he can sidestep. He's got a lot of things going. Brian?
Well, it's fun to watch, Allie. Thanks for that.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Towns. Over Williams. Towns passes to Gobert, and the shot goes. Gobert's got 4 points this quarter.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Towns. Pass to Gobert. It's McDaniels on the wing. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Edwards. Towns for three. Stolen by Giddey. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Edwards. Towns passes to Gobert. The kick out to Conley. And here's McDaniels. Dort defending. Pass to Towns. Let's go with a three. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. The Thunder have gotten 3 or 4 field goals in the second quarter.
Yeah, and despite being the youngest team in the league, the Thunder have been solid defensively the last couple years. A great sign going forward for this franchise.
This one for three. Again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And it's powered home by Towns.
pounds, slamming it down to show the defense exactly what he can do. That was a pretty dominant move by the Cat.
Outside for Dort. Pass to Williams. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From downtown, buries it from 3. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 now.
You have to chase Gilgeous-Alexander off the arc. A guy with his confidence is just too dangerous.
Gobert with a screen on Williams. Towns lets it go. The kick out to Edwards. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Giddey. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Pass to Gobert. It's stolen by Saric. And stolen by Edwards. And the ball out of play. The Thunder will have it.
Substitution on the floor.
It'll count. Doesn't go that time. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half. Okay, Ali, appreciate it.
18, the Timberwolves, 19.
As we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
On the court for the Timberwolves, we've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Jalen Noel, and it's Prince in at the 3 spot. Thunder with a lead. Now Wiggins to the inside. And Williams punches it home.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small in his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Here's Prince. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Prince, a really solid athlete, throwing it down nicely there.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Joe. Reed with the rebound. Left side Anderson. Pass to Noel. And in any season, you'll have your struggling teams. Clark is a competitor. How hard is it to bring your best when you're enduring a tough stretch?
Well, I think it comes down to the responsibility you have to yourself and your team to give it your best shot. And competitors want to compete, and you have to relish that, even when you have the deck stacked against you. So weathering adversity and still being professional and committed to competing, I think is the mark of every pro, should be the mark of every pro.
Anderson gets the bucket.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Here's Joe. Pass to Man. From the arc. He's off on that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. On the wing, Noel. Back to Alexander Walker. Here's Noel. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a three-point Timberwolves lead.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
Pass to Alexander Walker. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Back to man. Shot clock at 6. There's a screen by Robinson Earl to the paint. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And, you know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Reed. Back to Alexander Walker. Anderson passes to Reed. Here's Mann. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Here's Robinson Earl. Three-pointer. On target from range. And the Thunder lead by 2. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
It's good on the putback. Prince has got 4 points in the quarter.
Prince is effective at converting second-chance opportunities when he chooses to go after them.
Out to the right wing. Here's Joe. Lays it up and banks it in. 6 points for him.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Pass to Prince. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Here's Reed. Yes, it's good.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, also Josh Giddey out there. Dario Saric is out there with Lou Dort, and it's Williams in at the 4 slot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. 6 to shoot. Here's Giddey. And Gobert with a block.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. Why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Right side Edwards. Towns against Williams. High post Towns. Pass to Gobert. Right side Edwards. From deep. Gets the 3 to fall. Edwards got himself on the board with a 3 there.
The corner 3 isn't a go-to yet for Edwards, but he was clearly feeling that shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander into the lane. Conley against Giddey. Now Saric. And stolen by Gobert. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He told them this is a game that we can win. It's a game we should win. We've matched those guys step for step. From this point forward, let's try to force them to play at our tempo.
Allie, thank you. To the right side. Here's Towns. Pass to McDaniels. Second chance effort. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Edwards. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Oklahoma City trailing. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Giddey. And stolen by Edwards. And stolen by Williams. Gobert against Saric. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander. And neither side able to take control of this game.
Yeah, at this rate, it's going to come down to a photo finish.
It's Edwards on the wing. Deflected. Now here's Dort. Pass to Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now here's Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Dort. 5 on the clock. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts up a three. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Edwards against Giddey. Edwards and pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Looking to end the run. The shot comes out.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Dort. Giddey against Edwards. Giddey passes to Saric. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And so they foul intentionally.
Gilgeous-Alexander. First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:02 left in the 4th quarter. To the left side wing. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Edwards finds Gobert. Count it!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander.
No fear in the eyes of Gilgeous-Alexander. His guys believe in his ability to come up big.
To the middle. Here's Conley over Gilgeous-Alexander. Cash. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Just look at what Conley is doing.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander double team. Pass to Saric. Clock at 6. Outside for Dort. Takes a three. No luck on that one. Minnesota calls timeout. Your thoughts, guys?
They're in a tough spot right now. Barely enough time to run the catch and shoot.
And here's Edwards outside. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. And so the big win by Oklahoma City in a tight
there for the game and the task ahead. So Golden State will get the first possession. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Well, Draymond's IQ on the defensive end is so high level. I think that's going to be a huge advantage with him as an analyst, because he's going to talk to you from a perspective you don't much hear from. Usually it's from guys who scored a lot of points in the NBA, but what he did defensively, he could communicate that quite well.
Stolen by McDaniels. Conley with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Conley dishes to Towns. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
Green's broadcasting has even helped his opponents in some cases.
Yours probably has too, Kevin, in some instances. But with Draymond, I think what's cool is guys are listening. And when Draymond starts to talk about some of the techniques he uses or some of the things he's looking out for, guys understand that that can improve their game, so why not take it from one of the best in the business?
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And he gets the bucket.
The defense has all eyes on Stephen, and he exploits that with a dish.
Edwards inside. He's covered by Thompson. And it's Towns missing.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Outside for Curry. It's good from long range. Curry's got 5 points so far.
That's a go-to shot for Stephen Curry, ready to shoot as soon as that ball touched his fingertips.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Pulls up on the wing, and it's Looney with the rebound. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Thompson finds Green. It's stolen by Edwards, and they're running. It's stolen by Green. Wiggins outside. Thompson in the corner. Lets it go with a 3. Ball's knocked loose.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Well, Brent, between major injuries and some high-profile roster turnover, it's been an up-and-down last couple years for the Warriors.
Yeah, mostly due, Kevin, to injuries. I mean, through it all, they've managed to continue to play with joy. They've given a lot of guys opportunities to just be out there, and then they drafted and rebuilt the team behind the big three to complement those guys as they found their health. So the run is still there for Golden State to do great things. And, winning a championship last year has them back on the top of the mountain.
Here's Curry. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Now here's Looney. Defended by Gobert. They set the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Man, Looney is so long, gets up there and flushes it.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. He talked to me about the importance of protecting the rim, challenging opponents at the top of the jump and making it difficult for them to convert easy baskets. But to have a chance of that, they have to expend energy getting back in transition, which will help close down those driving lanes. So guys will see where their energy lies throughout this game.
Okay, David, thanks. Now Edwards. After the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. And the basket by Gobert.
And the bulk of Gobert's offense is going to come down low. Even if the D knows that, it can still be tough to stop.
Now here's Curry. He has 5. Pass to Thompson. Curry setting the pick for Thompson. And Curry, here we go. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
How about the quickness on the drive from Curry? The moment he finds his opening, that guy is off to the races.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Count it.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Outside Curry. Here's Green. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look.
The previous play is under review.
The buzzer.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Warriors lead by 1. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Warriors.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Towns out to Edwards. And there's the pass to Gobert. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Thompson with the ball. Passes to Green. He slams it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
For all the things that Draymond does, when he gets dunks, it makes him even more excitable.
And sitting out for over 2 years due to devastating injuries, it is so good to see Klay Thompson back on the court.
I love it, and he's been so competitive with himself to fight through this injury and also to regain that form. There had to have been a lot of questions with, you know, over 900 days off. Can I get back to that level? And I believe that he wasn't even fully healthy during the finals, so we're going to see a more confident Klay this year.
Here's McDaniels. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Here's Curry, pass to Looney, and it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Curry.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
And so Gobert will bring it up for the Timberwolves. In the second quarter, held scoreless. Conley dishes to Gobert and finished off by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Inside, here's Thompson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
And you hear the legends, Brent, talk shop. So often, it's about what separates winning players from the guys that don't win as much. What comes to mind for you?
I think what comes to mind, Kevin, is expectation. And sometimes we get a little bit ahead of ourselves with guys who we want to anoint as the next great player. Look, sometimes it takes 3 or 4 chances at the highest level to finally reach that point where you have the confidence and the experience and the know-how to be one of the best players in the league, and who compliments you along the way. So to me, it comes with a great deal of patience to let that player achieve that level of success.
Warriors leading by 5. Here's Curry. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well, when Steph gets loose in transition, you know you're going to get burned, so he takes off like a rocket and slams it home.
Pass to McDaniels. Outside, Towns. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Curry with the three. The shot, no good. And Minnesota now the other way. Conley kicks to Towns. And here's Edwards. Conley with the three. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Wiggins finds Curry. They kick it out to Green. Takes the three. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
You know, this team spaces the floor so well, and Draymond Green, if he's selective, can be somebody who can operate at the three-point line.
Edwards passes to Conley and finished off by Gobert.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Curry looking around. Looney passes to Wiggins. Outside for Curry. Thompson in the corner. Outside, Green. From deep. And it's Thompson that time on the assist from Green. Thompson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They get the rebound. Gobert. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Curry is inside. Looney with the bucket. Looney's got his second bucket.
And Matador defense, that's one of the...
Thank you, David. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Curry has been sensational.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
So with Wiggins sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Jonathan Kuminga. Jordan Poole is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Peyton. And it's Green in at the 5 spot. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Fader on the way. Off the left rim and out.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Reed with it. Now Green defending. The Warriors have shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight, missing 2 earlier on.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
And Jordan Poole has stepped onto the NBA stage and not ever backed down from a challenge. He plays with tremendous confidence.
Kuminga sends a screen for Poole. Buries it from 3-point range. Poole's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Poole able to just slip right into his shot.
Anderson outside. Over Kuminga. Kept alive, Minnesota. He doesn't hit that one. Warriors leading by 17. The 3 from Poole. Rebound by Alexander Walker. The Timberwolves have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Here's Anderson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Jonathan Kuminga picks one up.
Kyle Anderson getting physical with the defense that time. That helps him draw the contact.
Both free throws good from Anderson. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you can tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long. And by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Jonathan.
And he sinks the second. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Right wing. Noel passes to Alexander Walker. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Jordan Poole. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Noel. Guarded by Poole. Here's Anderson. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Warriors leading by 16. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. The three from Poole. That one, no good. The Timberwolves shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. And that's going to be a travel.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Golden State's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. The pass to Kuminga. Unloads. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Anderson wide open. Another miss by Minnesota. Warriors have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Timberwolves trail by 16. Passes it to Noel. Green with the rebound.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
And so it's Minnesota with it. Alexander Walker passes to Prince.
Taurean Prince has such a great motor, and the physical nature of his play, you got to appreciate that aggressiveness.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter. And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Pass to Kuminga. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Anderson outside. To the left side wing. Here's Alexander Walker. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Warriors leading by 16. Payton with it. Guarded now by Prince. Stolen by Anderson. All by himself. For the finish. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Payton in the corner. Here's Poole. From deep. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Kuminga. Payton against Prince. Green kicks to DiVincenzo. 3-second difference between shot clock and game. Drills the three-pointer.
Is DiVincenzo playing with a scuba tank out there? The three was deep.
There's the pass to Noel. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors riding a 15-point lead at the...
Ladies and gentlemen, your Warriors Youth Kids team.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. Lets it go from 11. Warriors with the rebound. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 4th assist in this one.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Basket good.
And not the same skinny guy he was when he entered the league. Gobert a lot less affected by contact these days.
Curry against Conley. Three-pointer. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Edwards got his 4th rebound in this one. And Conley gets it to go. The assist from Edwards.
Three-pointer.
Edwards got 3 assists in the game. Curry against Conley. Now here's Green. He's tightly guarded. And a deep 3 from Curry. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Anything the opponent does, trust me, Steph can do it better. He's got to be the best shooter that we've ever seen in the game.
Here's Gobert. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Thompson looking for an opening. Timberwolves trail by 14. Outside, Towns. Back to McDaniel. The kick out to Towns. Takes a 3. Thompson with the rebound. Gobert. And Gobert throws it down.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, well, you are in for a show.
Curry dishes to Thompson. Outside for Curry. Back to Thompson. 5 on the clock. Here's Wiggins. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Passes it to Towns. He feeds it to Gobert. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Pass to Curry.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Back to Thompson. There's the screen. Kicks it to Curry. Towns against Green. And he drives in. Lays it up off the glass. That's 7 points for Draymond Green.
And I love the physicality Draymond puts behind this drive. Get in his way at your own risk.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Curry can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 14. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Wiggins with some nice D. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. It's stolen by Edwards.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Warriors.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Stephen Curry.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you. He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Towns for 3. That shot, no good. So Golden State will take it the other way. They led by as many as 18 points. Curry can't get it to go.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Now Curry. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A confident win and one where, all right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks, for Greg.
And we've got a pair of teams tonight that put a major emphasis on rebounding, Richard.
Yeah, when you look at the glass work, it is all about pride and effort. Look, no team that stresses rebounding wants to lose the battle on the boards.
And the Oklahoma City starting five. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Lou Dort. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Williams in at the 4. Now here's Dort, 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. The three-pointer off the mark.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Curry passes to Looney. Back to Curry. Pass to Thompson. The kick out to Wiggins. Now here's Curry. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
The better shooter you are, the quicker you become. Curry makes it so hard to guard him in these little moments. He slips past the defense.
Wiggins with it. Outside Curry. Back to Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
With how much Draymond moves on the offensive end, Green gets a lot of dunk opportunities.
And watching Draymond Green play, Grant, he's the quarterback on both ends.
I love that, B.A. Defensively, constantly calling out instructions on how to switch, keeping everyone organized. And offensively, Green is an incredible passer, sees guys get open before they do.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Looney. Back to Curry. Here's Looney. On the wing, Curry. From deep three-point range. Can't hit that one. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Inside. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
A headache to track. Gilgeous-Alexander is a long 6'5" with point guard handles and, of course, that finishing ability we just saw.
Now here's Curry. From the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. Curry's got 5.
That is the sharpest weapon in Curry's arsenal. Most times you assume any three-point shot he gets up is going in.
Pass to Dort. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Curry. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Now here's Thompson. Pass to Curry. Back to Thompson. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. 1:53 left in the first. The former home of the Warriors, Richard, Oakland. What was it like to play over in the East Bay?
Listen, it was a lot more fun when I was playing in a Warriors uniform versus playing against them. Those crowds are insane. Maybe the loudest in the NBA, although the Boston fans might have a little bit of something to say about that. But I must say, this new building is gorgeous.
Here's Curry. The Thunder making their last shot. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Thompson, and stolen by Williams. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander on the assist from Williams. Give him 8 points now.
Recognizes the fast break opportunity and takes full advantage. Gilgeous-Alexander has a solid feel for the game.
Now here's Looney. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Thompson with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Got a piece of it. Lets it go from deep. That one doesn't drop. And Golden State will come the other way. To the middle. Outside for Green. Pass to Curry. Back to Green. Dort grabs the miss.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Pure from three-point range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points. Outside Curry. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Oklahoma.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Warriors Youth Kids team.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going in the second. They've got Josh Giddey. He's out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Lugans Dort out there with Holmgren. And it's Williams in at the 4 slot. Up again, controls the rebound and the putback.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 11. From deep, Giddey. Here's Holmgren, and the powerful one-handed slam.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Now here's Curry. He's got 5. Here's Thompson. The kick out, Curry. Down low. And the shot's good by Wiggins.
That's a fantastic decision by Curry. Defense too focused in on Steph.
It's Giddey on the wing. Dort for 3. Pass to Williams. Wide open look. Oh, the Thunder tack on 2 more.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Outside Curry. Drops in the 3. Curry's got 8.
Defensively, you have to be aware of Curry in that set.
Here's Giddey. Pass to Dort. Back to Giddey. No one near him. Chalk up 2 there. And the Thunder lead by 5.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Well, we're starting to see the pieces fall into place in OKC. Their number 2 overall pick, Chet Holmgren, showing tremendous promise. And the chemistry he's developing with Josh Giddey and SGA makes them very, very intriguing.
Now here's Green. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
This is how skilled Draymond is at handling the rock. And he's able to create for himself.
Pass to Holmgren. It's Dort on the wing. Pounded by Wiggins. From deep, Giddey. The Warriors pull it in. Thompson passes to Wiggins. Outside Curry. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Comes up empty down low. The Thunder have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Giddey finds Gilgeous-Alexander. The 3 is up. The Warriors pull it in. Looney's got 4 rebounds in the game. Curry passes to Wiggins. Back to Curry. Now Wiggins. Pass to Thompson. The 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Williams. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors trailing. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball. Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. 1:03 left to play in the second quarter. Outside Giddey. Knocks it loose. Curry with a steal. And the Warriors pushing it up now. It's intercepted. And up the court come the Thunder on the break.
Got to give them credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
And here's Thompson for 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got 5 rebounds tonight. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Giddey. Pass to Dort. 4 on the clock. Here's Holmgren. Takes the 3. And they'll get another chance. Here's the 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be
16, the Thunder, 21.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Gary Payton II is out there with Kuminga. Then it's Jordan Poole. Then it's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Green in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
When we talk about guys who broke out during the 2021-22 season, Jordan Poole might be at the top of that list, going from a nice rotation player to a legit NBA scorer.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. The Thunder making their last shot. Out to DiVincenzo. Pass to Poole. 4-3. And the three-pointer goes.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Talking about Jordan Poole, his confidence never wavered, Richard.
No, remember, Poole shot 33% his rookie season. Lots of people kind of wrote him off, but Jordan's always believed in his game. Took advantage of the injuries to Clay and Steph, grabbing those extra shots.
DiVincenzo, pass to Kuminga, and it's good for 2.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
Thunder with a lead. Here's Mann. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Pass to Joe. The 3 ball. The shot misses. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Here's Payton. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Back to Mann. Takes it inside. It's deflected. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Here's Kuminga. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Now here's Williams. Here's Mann. That one's good for 2. Well, Richard, as a former player yourself, what's your take on stars demanding trades and jumping around the league so much?
It's tough because I've seen the other thing happen to stars. Blake Griffin re-signs with the Clippers. They show him videos of putting his jersey in the rafters, and then he's traded a year later. So I think everybody has to figure out what is best for them, but you also have to try as an individual and as a professional to fulfill your obligations. And I think trades can be someplace in the middle of that.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
We've got 1:55 left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Joe. That's good on the jumper. There's a 1:47 left in the 3rd. And here's Poole. Pass to Kuminga. Back to Poole. Here's DiVincenzo. Uses the glass on the layup.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Oklahoma City trailing.
Yeah, you know, after a couple down years with key players injured, it's safe to say the Golden State Warriors are back.
Lets it fly. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
And you couldn't get a better shot up? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Now here's DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo on the wing. Fires from deep. The Thunder with the rebound.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Wiggins, no good. And here are the Warriors now. They're on a 13-4 run. The kick out to Poole. DiVincenzo, pass to Kuminga. Now here's Poole. Launches it. Williams grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Mann. Can't connect from short range. The Warriors leading. Pass to Poole. Back to DiVincenzo. 4 seconds left. No good. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Warriors ahead, up 2. And right after this, we'll bring you this.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Warriors Youth Kids team.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And Oklahoma City looking at who they've got to start the fourth. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Also Josh Giddey out there. Holmgren is out there with Lou Dort. And it's Williams in at the power forward position. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Thompson pulls it in. And for the Warriors, they're shooting around 50% of the game so far. To the paint. Here's Wiggins. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Making it look so easy. Wiggins has crazy hops. He can really get up there.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Giddey. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
Curry passes to Looney. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Off target from outside. So it's the Thunder now. 2-point game. Dort against Wiggins. Pass to Giddey. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. To tie it up. Curry with the block.
Making his presence felt on defense. Curry with the rejection.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Thompson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors. Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. Here's Holmgren. The shot, no good. Looney with some nice D. Pass to Holmgren. Outside Giddey. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Giddey. 5 on the clock. To the inside. Williams. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Draymond Green.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And the first one at the line is good.
Williams, 2 shots.
And Williams drops them both. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. Now here's Wiggins. He's guarded closely. Offensive rebound. The kick out. Curry. Thompson outside. Fires for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry Curry's got his 5th assist in this one.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Curry passes to Looney, and Looney with the slam.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Giddey. 1:43 left to play in the 4th. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now Wiggins defending. Here's Williams. The rebound by Wiggins. The Warriors have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the 4th. Back to Thompson. From the high post. And again, it's Golden State.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
Building out this lead brick by brick, they have taken a very methodical approach.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Giddey. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Nails it from beyond the arc.
This is a fellow who can fill it up. When Gilgeous-Alexander gets rolling, it throws the opponent's defensive plan into disarray.
Thompson outside. Looney, a screen on Giddey. Thompson passes to Looney. Outside Curry. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out, Curry. Second chance shot. And too long on the shot.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
No fear in the eyes of Gilgeous-Alexander. His guys believe in his ability to come up big.
Now here's Thompson. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And so the Warriors take the win. Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
collection of some of the league's brightest young players.
And make no mistake about it, these guys are a work in progress, but the talent is undeniable. Can't wait to see who becomes the alpha dog in this group.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. We've got Williams, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Lou Dort, and it's Holmgren in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
That's just incredible court awareness by Josh Giddey. Understanding wide open man, I've got to find him.
Edwards against Giddey. Edwards kicks to Towns. Pass to Conley. Out to Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hands it from downtown.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
Pass to Giddey. Outside, Dort. There's the triple. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Towns. Taken away by Williams. And the Thunder pushing it up now. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, the Thunder score.
Now, this is about knowing where to be in these situations. And Gilgeous-Alexander doing a beautiful job getting to the right spot.
Up top, Edwards. Defended by Dort. Puts it up. Out to Edwards. McDaniels passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Well, putting all of that 7-foot frame to use, Rudy Gobert has been one of the consistent offensive rebounders in the league.
Pass to Giddey. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The pass to Giddey. Over Conley. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Here's McDaniels. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Karl Anthony Towns, as a big man, is a tremendously solid passer, willing to move the basketball.
And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
And Williams drops them both. Enzo Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 1. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Gobert, the kick out to Towns. Here's Conley to the inside. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
How about the splendid concentration from the Frenchman? Rudy Gobert, excellent at converting while getting hit.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Count that bucket. Gobert's got 7.
Well, this is why Rudy Gobert has shot well over 60% for his career. If he's that close, he will put it in the basket.
Outside, Dort. Giddey, no one around him. Drills it from outside.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window and exploits it.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Edwards. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Edwards passes to McDaniels. Out to Edwards. Fires it up. Shot clock at 5. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Oklahoma City trailer. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Now here's McDaniels, defended by Dort. McDaniels dishes to Conley. Here's Gobert, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Holmgren.
Well, the length and the size of Rudy Gobert so problematic for defenses. Nothing they can do there but foul him.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Rudy Gobert, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Minnesota?
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Giddey. Here's Dort. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
That's some outstanding on-court awareness there. Just a terrific change of shot. Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
Conley against Giddey. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Giddey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. Giddey finds Dort. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. He takes it in. There it is, his 3rd basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Giddey. Now, here's Dort. Not a lot of room. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. Minnesota leading by 4. And the dunk by Towns.
Towns has a 7'4" wingspan. If he gets off the floor, good night.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Dort. Gobert with the block. And here is McDaniel. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Now here's Giddey. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter. And for teams trying to establish culture and institutional values. What makes that possible? How does that work?
I think that begins from ownership through the front office and then down to the coaching staff and then finally to the players. But Kevin, we know this. It can't be just talk. Show me, don't tell me. You have to be accountable to your teammates and to the organization.
Now Towns. After Anthony Edwards missed from long range. They get it back, and Gobert throws it down.
So long, so athletic. Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk.
Edwards against Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving to the basket. Here's Giddey. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wise beyond his years, Giddey has a great feel for the game and terrific court vision.
Well, the other thing you love, Greg, is the size he gives you out of the backcourt. Obviously, he needs to improve his consistency from range, but he's got all the tools you must have if you're going to be an all-star in the NBA.
Pass to Edwards. 58 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards, always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Edwards. Edwards with the block. To the middle. Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Outside, Dort. Pass to Giddey. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Drains it from beyond the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points.
That's the long-range damage that this coaching staff wants Shai Gilgeous-Alexander searching for. Nicely done.
Up top, Edwards. Giddey defending. Conley dishes to Gobert. Three-pointer. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so that's the end of it.
30. The Thunder. 22.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Wiggins, and it's Robinson Earl in at the 4. The Thunder have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Here's man. Spins. Here's Joe. And that one is off. Timberwolves go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. Count it. And the Timberwolves lead by 9. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Wiggins outside. Over Prince. And it's Wiggins missing.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Here's Noel. 6 to shoot. Back to Reed. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Joe. Passes it to Mann. Wiggins outside. The pass to Robinson Earl. Here's Mann. The rebound by Anderson. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Timberwolves. In the second half, they've only given up one basket coming from the free throw line. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's Noel. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Alexander Walker. A second chance effort. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
That one falls. Williams has got his first points of the game.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Here's Alexander Walker. Kicks it to Anderson. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. It's Prince on the wing. Pass to Noel. 5 on the clock. Launches it. Thunder with the rebound.
Many teams could use a multi-position defender like Taurean Prince.
Well, defensively, you know that Taurean is going to play with great effort night after night. He does an incredible job contesting shots, fighting through screens, and offensively, obviously, his value comes as a spot-up shooter.
And so here is Oklahoma City after Taurean Prince's three-pointer that didn't go. Man, again, the Thunder score. Here's Noel. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Reed. Prince against Wiggins. Prince, the pass to Reed. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Trailing by 7. Here's man. Robinson Earl, the pass to man. He kicks it to Williams. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. The outside leaner. The rebound by Anderson.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's Noel. Anderson outside. Launches a three. Wiggins with the rebound.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Joe Good.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Prince outside. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter of the game, and he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Thunder trailing by 5. Inside. Wiggins passes to Robinson Earl. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Timberwolves lead by 3. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And he commits the intentional foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Passes it to McDaniels. Dishes it to Edwards. And it's blocked. Outside, George. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Listen, that is all you can do defensively. Lou Dort, at times, is just going to make tough shots.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Here's Towns. Misses the layup.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And Dort gets it to go.
Being ready on the catch, such an important skill, and Lou Dort's confidence really starting to grow.
And the Timberwolves call time. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He said, we're getting some looks on the three, but we're not connected. But don't get frustrated. He told them it's a game of ebbs and flows. Keep shooting with confidence, guys.
Thank you, David. McDaniels finds Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, Rudy Gobert is in rhythm, and it's not often you see him dominate from the offensive end, but right now he's cooking.
And the pass to Giddey. Tries the spin move. The kick out to Williams. Stolen by Michael Conley. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stop.
Mike Conley is an active, alert defender. Boy, he is known to pick a pocket or two.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Edwards. Lets the three fly. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They've led by as many as 11 points. Conley, the pass to Towns. Back to Conley. He dishes it to Gobert. And stolen by Williams. It's stolen by Edwards. And there's the feed to Towns. It's good. And now a 4-point Minnesota lead.
Oh, needing a bucket there. Towns doesn't hesitate.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Edwards there. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
SGA, that's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander to you. Big-time clutch delivery.
Outside, Towns. Over in the corner, Edwards. He feeds it to Gobert. It's stolen by Jordan. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Dort with the ball. Working on McDaniels. Towns with the steal. Conley feeling it out. Now the dish to Gobert. Conley, the pass to Gobert. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Just 5 on the clock. Towns down low. He started by Williams. Great positioning on the putback.
Gobert is not fazed by these moments. He wants to be the man.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Edwards. Pass to Giddey. It's stolen by Edwards. To the paint. There's McDaniels. Back to Edwards. He dishes it to Towns. Pass to Gobert. It doesn't go for him. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
And that's a foul called on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Towns. Count it.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Misses the tray. Now here's Gobert. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. That, David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
rivalries in the league. Clark, two teams that know each other very well.
Boy, I tell you, there is another level of electricity when these teams meet, B.A. We can feel it. It's palpable. The fans are into it. The players are into it. It's just turned up a little bit more.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. The core of the dynasty all on the floor. Curry and Clay, the guards, with Draymond up front at the 4. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Kevon Looney. Here's Wiggins. Golden State needs to get off a shot, and it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Now Conley. Outside Edwards. For 3. It's rebounded by Golden State.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Curry against Conley. Curry passes to Looney, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
We know Curry has tremendous vision, and he uses it to tee up his teammates for easy shots.
And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
Pass to Thompson. Conley against Wiggins. Here's Looney. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
Boy, Andrew Wiggins, the former first overall pick, showing off his passing skills there.
Conley with the ball. McDaniels inside, hounded by Wiggins. McDaniels, that's good.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out brings it.
Curry against Conley. Looney passes to Thompson. Here's Green with the drive. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
And the willingness of Green to sacrifice for the play, getting physical and getting fouled on the drive.
And he makes both free throws. Here's Conley. Outside Edwards. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. McDaniels finds Conley. And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. To the left wing. 4 on the clock. Towns for 3. From deep three-point range. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. The Warriors leading.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
The kick out, Curry. This one for 3. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
Curry's release is so quick. As a defender, you can't afford to give him any space. You can't lay off at all.
Edwards, a pass to Conley. The kick out to Edwards. Back to Conley. Curry with a steal. And stolen by Gobert. To the paint. Pass to Edwards. Tries again. And another shot. And Gobert with the lay-in.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Here's Curry. That one goes in. Curry's got 5 now. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Here's Conley. The kick out to Edwards. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 6. And Gobert with the stuff.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Outside Curry. Pass to Wiggins. 20 feet out. Thompson with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. And here's Curry for 3. Oh, and here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video.
The previous play is under.
There's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Wiggins. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Boy, I tell you, when Wiggins attacks now, good things seem to happen. Now a potential and one. Boy, this young fella's got major talent.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Edwards for 3. Here's Gobert. And the jam by Gobert.
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
Wiggins outside. On the wing, Thompson. The outside leaner. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow. And so the first quarter is in the books. Warriors ahead. They lead by 8. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Great open look there. Green's got 5 now. You know, one expression you hear from a lot of coaches nowadays, threatening drives. What's the value of breaking the paint?
BA, dribble penetration is so important, particularly in today's game. With the spacing and the great shooting on the perimeter, if you can get to the paint, one, you may score at the rim, but if the defense collapses, now you have an opportunity to find an open shooter from 3.
Gobert gets the bucket.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
Pass to Thompson. Conley against Curry. Offline with a 3. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. And there's Towns on the assist by Edwards. Edwards got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, this is exactly why they give the ball to Towns down there. I mean, his combination of size, agility, and shot repertoire makes him hard to deal with.
Wiggins outside. Here's Curry, out to Thompson, and stolen by Edwards. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Good gamble that time by Edwards. He, as much as anybody, wants this team to be out in the open floor.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brandon?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Outside for Green. Wiggins outside. The three. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. The three from Thompson. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. The Timberwolves trail. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync. Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's Curry. The shot's good. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
You know, at close range, Curry has a plethora of shots. You simply can't allow him to get those looks.
And here's Edwards outside. Doesn't go for him. And Golden State will go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 11. And a deep three from Curry. Here's Thompson. And stolen by Edwards. Conley with the ball. Now guarded by Curry. McDaniels, that's good. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
And I think we've also got to talk about the tempo they played with right from the get-go. I mean, they've been deadly in transition, too.
The kick out, Curry. Another shot. And that one hits the back iron.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
It's Edwards on the wing. Beyond the arc. Gobert. It's good on the putback. And it's now just a 1-point Warrior lead.
You want to talk about length? Gobert's arms go on forever. A major threat for putback slams.
Thompson, a screen on Conley. Thompson outside. It's Wiggins on the wing. Pass to Curry. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Oh, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Green. Here's Curry. It's blocked by Gobert.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
Thompson passes to Curry. And stolen by Edwards.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. Back to Conley. Outside Edwards. And a pretty tightly contested game here.
With the score, your Minnesota Timberwolves 20, the Warriors 21.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. You look at Rudy Gobert in this game, he's been everywhere.
And he was a beast on the offensive glass in that first half. How can they slow him down?
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5. They've got Gary Payton the second. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Green. Then it's Jordan Poole, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 2.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You know, Taurean Prince is not the guy you want to send to the foul line.
And he can't get the first one.
For Minnesota, Taurean Prince. 2 shots.
And he sinks the second.
Could have taken the lead there, but instead, they're going to have to settle for the tie.
And the Warriors shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. Here's Poole, outside Kuminga. Back to Poole, outside, DiVincenzo, 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Green, shoots over Reed. Oh, and Reed with a block. On the wing, Alexander Walker. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reid did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Pass to Noel. Here's Prince. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Prince, really solid athlete, throwing it down nicely there.
Poole, right side. Back to DiVincenzo. The kick out to Poole. Fires the three. Reid with the rebound. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Offensive rebound. Pass to Noel. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
The Warriors have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. On the wing, Payton.
2 minutes remaining.
Launches a 3.
2 minutes.
Rebound, Minnesota.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Pass to Reid. Back to Noel. For the lead. And an intentional foul right there.
Jerry Payton the second personal foul. 3rd team foul.
There's 1:40 left in the third. Here's Alexander Walker. Ooh, and an air ball on that one. Way off. Golden State with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Payton. Sinks the tray. Payton's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Another miss by Minnesota. The Warriors have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Poole for 3. Green, the pass to Payton. Into the lane. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Golden State has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Kuminga, the pass to DiVincenzo. 27 seconds left in the third. 6 to shoot. Pass to Payton. It's tipped. Now here's Reid. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Here's Prince. Kicks it out to Anderson. And that one's long. He gets it up. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Warriors ahead, up 5. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. Timeout called, the Warriors. And the Warriors going with a whole new group out there. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He told them, quote, play as if it's 0-0. We want that type of energy and focus. We might be winning, but this game is not over yet. It's a clear message, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
What surgically repaired leg? I mean, come on. Thompson has made it all the way back after a series of tough breaks.
For three, Conley. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Gobert finds Towns. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. The Warriors have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Wiggins, no good. The Timberwolves trail. Here's McDaniels. And a two-handed jam.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Finally plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
And here's Curry for 3. Pass to Wiggins. Outside for Green. Jacks up a 3. Counted from distance. And the Warriors lead by 6.
One of the primary ways Green helps this offense, operating as a stretch big.
From deep, Conley. Doesn't go that time, so Golden State will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11. Thompson passes to Green. Curry with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Outside for Green. Three-pointer. Minnesota with a rebound. Edwards has got 4 rebounds now. Left side, Conley. Up top, Edwards. Pass to Conley. Here's Towns. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Stephen Curry. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Conley.
You don't always hear people call out Curry's toughness on the defensive end, but that's a big part of why he's so effective.
Outside for Green. Lets the 3 fly. And Conley grabs the miss. The Timberwolves have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. McDaniels. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
They were totally in sync on that play. Targeted the pass beautifully.
Edwards, the pass to Towns. The short one's on the money.
Big bucket for him there. Towns happy to put the team on his broad back when he's needed most.
Pass to Thompson. Now here's Wiggins. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Wiggins has gotten 4 this quarter.
It's nice to see they're not settling for 3-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one. A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
Outside Conley. No good with the triple.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Such a wide open look. And now an 11-point Warrior lead.
And the clock's going to expire on him. An impressive all-around win for the Warriors.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Graham. Competitive game, they battled through every step of the way.
And B.A., can you say big-time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well deserving of this win.
And while there were some guys out there that played well, what really stood out was the production for Stephen Curry.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight, a force on both ends.
And here's Edwards outside. They get the rebound.
Big-time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You've got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
Oh, Thompson from deep three-point land. McDaniels with the rebound.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And here's Curry. And so the Warriors take the win. It ends up, thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks.